Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in tech and gadgets.
Sounds fun.
It is. Today we're diving deep into Samsung's shiny new toy,
Ooh.
the Galaxy S25 Ultra.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This phone is generating some serious buzz, especially with all the AI features they've crammed in there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot about that.
So is this phone really a leap into the future or just another flashy upgrade? Let's unpack it together.
Let's do it.
What's intriguing about the S25 Ultra is how Samsung seems to be going all in on AI, aiming for a more integrated and intuitive user experience.
Right.
But the question is, will it deliver on that promise?
We'll see. All right, so first impressions.
Okay, so first impressions of the design.
Yeah.
Samsung's gone with sleek, rounded corners, and it's noticeably lighter than the S24 Ultra.
Oh.
We're talking 7.69 ounces versus 8.22.
Oh, wow.
Seems like a small difference.
Yeah.
But I bet you'd feel it after scrolling through your social feed for an hour.
Well, for sure. Yeah. Especially, if you're holding it up.
Just talking pictures and stuff.
That reduced weight definitely adds to the phone's portability, which is a big plus for users who are constantly on the go.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But one design choice that's raising eyebrows are the flatter sides.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are finding them a bit sharp and uncomfortable.
I've seen that, too. Yeah. It's sort of a mixed bag,
Yeah.
Some people love it, some people not so much.
Yeah, I've seen some comments online about that.
Yeah.
It's definitely a departure from the curvier designs of previous models.
It is.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out in terms of user feedback long term.
For sure.
And speaking of potentially controversial design choices, what's the deal with the S Pen? It's still there.
It is.
But it's lost its Bluetooth functionality.
Yeah.
No more remote shutter control or using it as a clicker for presentations. What gives?
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I think, a lot of people use that feature.
Right.
I guess they're maybe trying to simplify things. Not really sure. Maybe they're trying to push people towards other ways of interacting with the phone.
Yeah, maybe like voice control or something. Who knows?
Well, let's move on from the debatable design choices to something a bit more universally appealing.
Oh.
That gorgeous display.
Yeah, that screen is beautiful.
We're looking at an expanded 6.9-inch screen with slimmer bezels for a truly immersive experience.
So like you're holding like a little TV.
And in tests, this thing hit a whopping 1,860 nits of brightness.
Wow.
That's brighter than the S24 Ultra A and D, even the iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Yeah, they really cranked it up this time.
Yeah, that level of brightness is a game changer for outdoor visibility. No more struggling to see your screen in direct sunlight.
Yep.
And to top it off, they've added Gorilla Armor 2 for added durability.
Nice.
All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the AI in the machine.
Right.
Samsung's really hyping up the AI features on the S25 Ultra, specifically with the integration of Google Gemini's cross-app actions.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
So basically it means you can use voice commands to control multiple apps at the same time.
Okay.
Like you can send an email while also like setting a reminder and doing a web search.
All at once?
All at once.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So it's like having a personal assistant living inside your phone.
Exactly.
Speaking of personal assistants, there's also this new Now Brief feature, right?
Yeah, Now Brief.
What is that?
It's like a supercharged personal assistant.
Okay.
It pulls information from all your Samsung devices and apps.
Interesting.
Your schedule, travel alerts, even health data from your Galaxy Watch.
Oh, wow.
And then it gives you this like concise, personalized summary of everything you need to know.
That sounds incredibly useful, especially for someone like me who's always juggling a million things at once.
Yeah, it's great for staying organized.
But I imagine its usefulness really depends on how deep you are in the Samsung ecosystem.
Yeah, that's true. You'll get the most out of it if you're using a lot of Samsung products.
Okay, so we've talked design, display, and AI smarts.
For now.
Well, let's move on to the camera.
Right.
This 25 Ultra boasts a new 50 MP wide-angle lens, which sounds pretty impressive.
It's a beast.
Perfect for capturing those sweeping landscapes and big group photos, right?
Okay, definitely.
But I've heard some people say it struggles with capturing like really fine details.
Yeah, some of the early reviews have mentioned that.
Hopefully it's something Samsung can fix with a software update.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Well, hopefully they can iron out those kinks because those 50 megapixels sound pretty tempting.
They do.
And of course, we can't forget about the telephoto lenses.
Right.
Samsung is still king when it comes to optical zoom, and the S25 Ultra is no exception.
Yeah, their zoom game is strong.
We've got 3x and 5x optical zoom options for capturing those far-off subjects with crystal clear clarity.
It's like having a superpower.
So the cameras sound pretty amazing overall.
Yeah.
But there's one feature in particular that caught my eye.
Okay.
The audio eraser.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool one.
Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Sure. So it's an AI-powered feature that basically analyzes your videos and filters out background noise.
So like if you're shooting a video at a concert.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of crowd noise.
Yep.
The audio eraser can like minimize that.
Exactly. It'll make your audio sound way cleaner.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great feature for vloggers and stuff.
Now, for the tech-savvy folks out there, the S25 Ultra also offers something called a log format for video recording.
Right.
I'll be honest, that went a little over my head.
Okay, so basically a log format captures a wider range of color and light information, which gives videographers more flexibility when they're editing.
Ah, I see.
It's something you'd normally find on like professional cameras.
So it's like a pro-level feature.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
All right, let's shift gears and talk about performance.
Okay.
The S25 Ultra is packing the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, which sounds like it could power a small country.
Oh, yeah, this thing is a beast.
You'll have no problem running even the most demanding apps and games.
Nope, it'll handle anything you throw at it.
And they've paired that powerful processor with their One UI 7 interface, which is designed for speed and intuitive navigation.
It's a really nice interface, very user-friendly.
And speaking of user-friendly,
yeah,
there's a new AI-powered feature called Circle to Search.
Oh, yeah, I love this one.
What's the scoop on that one?
So basically, you can circle something on the screen, like a phone number or even music playing in the background of a video, and the phone will automatically identify it for you.
So like if you see a phone number in a photo,
yep,
you can just circle it and it'll like pull it up.
Exactly. It's super convenient.
That's so cool.
It's a really clever use of AI.
Okay, so we've covered design, display, AI features, camera capabilities, and processing power.
Phew.
We're hitting all the major points here.
We are.
But there's one crucial aspect we haven't touched on yet.
What's that?
Battery life.
Ah, yes, the all-important battery life.
With all this cutting-edge tech, I'm hoping they didn't skimp on the battery.
Well, you'll be happy to hear
that
the S25 Ultra does not disappoint in the battery department.
Good.
You can expect up to 2 full days of use on a single charge.
2 days. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
But what about charging speeds? Is it keeping up with the competition?
It supports 45W wired charging, which is quite fast. However, it's not the fastest on the market. Some competitors, like the OnePlus 13, offer even quicker charging speeds.
Okay, so it's fast, but not the fastest.
Right.
And speaking of things to keep in mind, it looks like the S25 Ultra doesn't have built-in CH2 wireless charging.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll need a special case to use Qi 2.0 charging, which is a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing they didn't include that.
All right, well, it looks like we've covered just about everything there is to know about the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra.
We have.
From its AI-powered features to its stunning display and powerful camera system. This phone is packed with impressive tech.
It really is.
It's definitely a phone that pushes the boundaries of what's possible in the smartphone world.
For sure.
But as with any new device, there are some trade-offs to consider.
Always.
Exactly. It's all about finding the right balance of features and functionality that meets your individual needs and preferences.
Couldn't agree more.
So, is the S25 Ultra worth all the hype? It's got some serious pros, but we've also uncovered some quirks. That S Pen situation and the lack of CH2 charging being the big ones.
Right.
I guess the big question is, does the S25 Ultra deliver on Samsung's promise of a truly AI-powered smartphone experience?
It's definitely a step in the right direction, I think. Features like the cross-app voice control and the now brief personalized assistant are pretty impressive. And the fact that they've managed to pack all this into a phone with a stunning display, a top-notch camera system, and a battery that lasts for 2 days is no small feat.
It's clear that Samsung is trying to redefine what a smartphone can be. They're not just focusing on specs and features.
Right.
They're trying to create a device that's more intuitive, more helpful, and more integrated into our lives.
Yeah, I think that's the key.
And that's where things get really interesting. As AI technology continues to evolve, we're going to see even more innovative features and capabilities emerge in the smartphone space.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The S25 Ultra is just a glimpse of what's to come.
Just the beginning.
It makes you wonder, 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
Yeah.
What will our smartphones be capable of?
Right.
Will they be able to anticipate our needs before we even know we have them?
It's crazy to think about.
Will they be able to learn our habits and preferences and adapt accordingly?
Like, it's almost scary how smart they're getting.
The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
They are.
It's an exciting time to be a tech enthusiast.
For sure.
So what do you think? Is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra a game changer? Or is it all hype? Is it the phone of the future or just another iterative upgrade?
It's a tough one. I think it really depends on what you're looking for in a smartphone.
Okay.
If you're someone who values cutting-edge technology, a seamless user experience, and a device that's always one step ahead, then the S25 Ultra might be the perfect fit.
But if you're on a tight budget, or if you're not fully sold on the whole AI thing, there are plenty of other great smartphones out there to choose from.
Exactly.
The key is to do your research, weigh your options, and choose the phone that best aligns with your individual needs and preferences.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, folks, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra.
Wow, that was a lot of information.
We've explored its design, its display, its camera capabilities, its processing power, its AI features, and its battery life.
We covered it all.
We've delved into the pros and cons, the innovations and the omissions, and we've attempted to answer the big question, is this phone truly a leap into the future?
Hopefully we've given our listeners some food for thought.
We've left no stone unturned, no speck unexamined. And now we turn it over to you, our listeners.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you impressed by the S25 Ultra, or are you skeptical?
Let us know.
Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
Always love hearing from our listeners.
We always appreciate hearing your perspectives and insights.
Definitely.
And who knows, maybe your comment will spark a whole new discussion.
You never know.
It really is amazing how quickly this smartphone technology is advancing.
Yeah, it seems like every time I turn around, there's something new.
Right. Like I can barely keep up.
It's hard to keep up.
And the S25 Ultra is really pushing the limits of what's possible with its AI integration, especially.
That seems to be like the biggest trend right now, right? Like making them smarter.
Yeah.
More intuitive, more like an extension of ourselves almost.
Yeah, it's almost like science fiction becoming reality, you know?
Right.
Like remember those old sci-fi movies where people would have these like futuristic devices that could do everything?
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet.
Not yet.
But it feels like we're getting closer.
We are.
And it really makes you think like, what's next?
Yeah, what's next?
Will our phones eventually be able to like read our minds?
Who knows?
Predict our every need?
I think that.
It's a little unsettling.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
But also kind of exciting.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
It's definitely a double-edged sword, I think.
It is.
Like, on one hand, it could make our lives so much easier and more efficient.
Right.
But on the other hand, it, raises all sorts of questions about privacy and security.
Exactly.
And I think that's a conversation that we really need to have as a society.
Yeah, for sure.
But, for now, let's just enjoy the ride, I guess.
Enjoy the ride, yeah.
So whether you're a diehard Samsung fan or just curious about the latest tech trends, we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the Galaxy S25 Ultra.
Yeah, it's a fascinating phone for sure.
It's been really fun to unpack all of its features and really explore what it can do.
And who knows, maybe this is just the beginning of even more amazing things to come.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps up another episode of Byte-Sized Tech.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the episode, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.